Hello, thank you for joining the Self-Service Portal training. In today's video, you will learn how to submit an employee vendor file web form request as the employee or on behalf of the employee. The employee vendor file web form is a feature within our self-service portal that will modernize the existing paper fax vendorizing process for employee data with a digital version of the VA 10091 form. Employee vendor data is typically used for travel reimbursements, settlement disbursements, and other employee payments. The web form is tailored for employees and will allow near real-time updating of vendor data, improve data integrity, and cost effectiveness. Now, let's jump in and show you the site. The self-service portal is PIV enabled, which means you will not have a username or password. If you're logged into your computer with your PIV card, the self-service portal will read your PIV credentials and let you into the site. The site will display the VA single sign-on screen. You will click on the Sign In with VA PIV card and follow the prompts. You will be prompted to enter in your PIN. An authorized use only agreement will need to be selected. You will agree to the terms and then click on I agree to proceed. The employee vendor web form is located in the forms file. As we continue to grow and modernize additional forms, they will be made available within this forms dashboard. Let's proceed by clicking on the employee form link. We begin on the requester information page to capture your name, station number, social security number, and the request type. The request type is required. Select New if you do not have an existing employee vendor code, or select Update if you are updating your current vendor profile. Once the request type, station number, social security number information has been entered, the Submitting Form As is required. Select Submitting for Self if you are the employee, or select Submitting on behalf of if the form is being submitted for the employee or individual. If submitting on behalf of, the role is required, please select the applicable role that applies and add the required justification. The justification notes are required for those roles of COVID-19, VA invitational traveler submissions, as well as VA employee no PIV submission. To enter the VA employee no PIV submission, you will use the other radio dial. Next, you will address the question, are you living outside the USA? If the Yes radio dial button is selected, you will be prompted with the question, do you have a US bank account? This question will be required to address. Once all the required fields are entered, you will now click Next to go to the employee details. We are now on the employee information screen. On the left-hand side of this page, you will input your personal contact information, including your first name, last name, address, to include the city, state, and zip, your phone number, and email address. You will also answer the question, is this for a travel request? If you are submitting a request for upcoming travel, select the Yes radio dial and the calendar option to provide your travel date. If you look at the screen, you will notice I have filled in all of the employee information on the left-hand side of the page, starting with the first name all the way down to the travel date. You may now scroll down to the middle of the section. You will see Requester Notes. Within the Requester Notes area, you will input any pertinent details about your request. If you have any attachments that you would like to include, click on the Attach Files button to upload any attachments. If you are submitting on behalf of the employee, you must attach a completed signed VA 10091 form. Once the requester notes and attachments have been added, you may now click Next to get to the bank details. The bank details screen will include the bank information to be entered. On the left-hand side of the page, you will input your bank information. Your bank information will include the account number, your 9-digit routing number. If the routing number is invalid, the system will display an error message. Please ensure that you are using the routing number at the bottom of your check. You are also going to include the bank name, account type. You are going to choose whether it is a checking or savings. I have now updated the information under the bank information on the left side. You will also have a requester notes and add attachment section. Within the requester notes area, you will input any pertinent details about your request. If you have any attachments that you would like to include, click on the Attach Files button to upload any attachments. Once you are ready to submit and all required fields have been provided, click on the Next button to submit your request. You will now be prompted to the review page, providing you the requester information that was entered, the employee information and bank information that was entered. Please review all information and then click Finish. You are now prompted to the page of the case number that has been created for the request that you have input. On this page, you will notice that your request has been assigned a case number. You will also see a status of your case and the system-generated goal date. Within minutes, you will receive an email confirmation regarding your submission. To find the status of a submitted case, click on the Case tab located in your left navigation pane. The Cases section displays your cases in 4 categorized sub-tabs. We have Recent Cases, My Active Cases, My Resolved Cases, and My Followed Cases. Your Recent Cases displays a list of recently submitted requests. Your My Active Cases displays any open and pending request, and your My Resolved Cases displays any resolved request. Your My Followed Cases tab displays requests where you have been added as a follower. For example, your coworker will be out of the office and you have been tasked to follow the request. I am going to go ahead and go back to the Forms dashboard. If you would like to save this self-service portal as your favorite, please ensure that you are saving only the URL. The extra characters at the end may cause issues accessing the site in the future. You also want to be mindful that when you are logging out of the portal, that you actually use the logout button. If you do not use the logout button and you try to exit by just clicking on the X to the right of the screen, you may experience trouble when trying to log back into the portal. Well, that concludes today's video. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, please feel free to contact us at the Enterprise Support Help Desk. Our phone number is 1-866-372-1141. Thank you and have a wonderful day.